A ver si me lo paso ya una vez.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye. Fancy silk stained red.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What do you make of them skies, then?
Otto.
The realm? As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals, and it is with your uncle in the Free Cities. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turn foul. Still wet.
Do you have any...
Well, that depends on your death.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheme into those. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own swords. Could be that they don't.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presage not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate?
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first...
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a...
Yo es que creo que con Bahamut fuera me tiene que quedar, o sea, me tiene que quedar Artema. O sea, ahora puede ser un par de capítulos, 2 capítulos a lo mejor de introducción de cómo matamos a Artema, 2 capítulos para matar a Artema y 2 capítulos de conclusión. Yo creo que pueden quedar así como 12 horas como mucho de juego, ¿sabes?
Matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves.
La sequía.
And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm.
Queda bien,
The
cierto.
world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Que por lore habría quedado mejor que el hijo de Sambre, que hubiera sido Odín.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without
Que es el que da muerte y tal.
protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Y Bahamut hubiera sido el
Which is
último
only
antes de
ever going to
Artema.
end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
one but us.
Harpócrates.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't. Yet for all the fairy tales that had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all you will forgive me.
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Battle cries of dread, one die, in ruin lies less. As shrinks the glim, so spirits dim, unanswered call, a prayer.
Clive, we have a problem. Only one. Would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who...
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
Un momento, porque estoy escuchando irregularidades en el sonido. Y no sé si también se escuchan, no sé si es del programa o también las vais a escuchar vosotros. Ah, parece que va mejor. No voy a hacer secundarias porque no quiero alargarlo más. Prefiero poner el juego en modo historia si me atascaran muchísimo en algún combate. Antes que ponérmelo en eso, que yo creo que el modo historia está hecho para que te Para que no te cueste si no has hecho secundarias y tal. Y si haces las secundarias y eso. Es que el juego dura con secundarias y todo 78 horas, tío. ¿Sabes? Y no estoy yo en el mood. Si estuviera en el mood, me pondría a hacer secundarias y tal, pero... Esto es la modo cámara. ¿Y para ver el mapa? Tengo un montón de secundarias y podría ir a las tiendas ahí a ver... A ver qué... A ver qué puedo hacer.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha,
And you, Clive.
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Akashic.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters,
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tell...
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not.
Un momento, a ver si puedo quitar la misión esta de...
Chance.
Y no puedo abandonar la misión, tío. Nada, se va a ver para siempre, tío. Eso me parece que está mal diseñado, pero bueno.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first. Get him! This one! All yours, Torgal! Get him! This one.
No sé si me gustan estos icons.
These men don't have the look.
Parece que está en modo historia. Ahora todas las
If you've come
sensaciones.
to rob the...
You are mistaken.
We're here by Madame Martha.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find...
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was...
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got wounded with a...
Damn it all!
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can...
I will. You two.
¿En qué dificultad está? Está en modo acción. Lo que le quita la vibración, tío, menos mal, ¿sabes? O sea, no tengo nada en contra, pero yo tengo las manos delicadas. Y no es agradable. O sea, cuando era joven y sentía la vibración era como, Dios, poder, y eras como, uff. Este hormigueo, también es cierto que no puedo ser tan sensible, ¿no? Pero bueno, en este caso lo soy. Con las manos soy sensible. O para algunas cosas, luego para otras cojo las mancuernas ahí como si nada.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Una tortuga prehistórica.
Damn it!
Y un cangrejo.
We need to get the injured.
Do you think we can hold them up?
We can certainly try.
Es como que la fauna se ha puesto...
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Yo no sé para qué es esta mierda. Mira a ver si fallo más cosas. ¿Esto dura para siempre? Ah. sea, a veces tengo una pestaña muteada y se pone con voz, tío. Que 2 veces la misma en menos de 10
Is
minutos.
anyone hurt?
I don't think...
And yet again, you've pulled me from...
You've never been one to shy away
Amilanado.
from danger, Sir Wade.
I see you're all...
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down East Pool way.
A second
Feel like finishing.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East. You'll need to move the injured without.
Don't you worry about that.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Joder, pues no tengo más ultrapociones. Si no me gustaría pasar a comprar ultrapociones, la verdad.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Me queda una ultrapoción y 2 pociones. Y aún tengo que ayudar a Lubor y a Dama. Y me queda una tercera oleada aquí.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Voy a tener que comprar pociones ahora. No me gusta que solamente vendan en la guarida. Dios, vaya hostia.
Get him. Over here. Attack. Get him. This one.
Vaya hostia.
Something's coming.
Un ánima, ni un mol, uno chulo.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
No lo puedo cancelar. Me muero. Me muero. Creo que lo he fallado. Me muero aquí. Tengo que curarme algo. Vulnerabilidad, hostia. Está a toque, tío, de vulnerabilidad. Ahí estamos. Hostia, y solo para un tic del Bahamut, pero sin potis, como si tengo que pasar por la ciudad a comprar potis, me la suda, ¿sabes? O sea, pero esto me lo he hecho sin pociones y sin morir. Ole mi polla.
Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Me queda Lubor y me queda Dama.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wound.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is...
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you put it like that...
Tendré que volver una vez más aquí para asegurarme cómo van las cosas. Y si al final los rebeldes se han unido a Bufanda de los Guardianes de la Llama. Puede verse en el camarote de Clive. Ah, pues muy bien.
My lord, there's... Oscar? It is an... I am Oscar.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother... Well, go on, then. It's not yet. So wait. If it please you, my lord, I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
But I am a shield no longer. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not to... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in... And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... It's all right. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my...
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And...
¿Pero qué se viene a mi parte? Como escudero. Madre mía.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Ahora es posible continuar con las misiones. Los miembros del grupo han cambiado. ¿Se viene conmigo este pavo? No, menos mal. Ayúdala más. Y me queda dama y Rubor. Estas damas. ¿Y a dónde tengo que ir? Ah, este es el que nos dio el pasante para... Ah, Lubor, claro.
Sid. You're new. Should I be worried?
Jill. Clive is...
All lies, I'm...
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has abandoned...
Indeed. Although, you're a little...
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place, but the fact is, I have more...
What did you say to me? What did you...
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill...
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill.
I was about to ask you this.
Costness is in chaos. And the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably op. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reeks, these are cursed skies. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Me voy chocando con todo cuando me muevo, joder.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but have left to smolder. That anger and fear.
My thoughts exactly. What did both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only...
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the Outlaw say?
Well, if it were... He'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand to pick up the pieces when it...
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it... While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the... It may still be possible to make them doubt their... Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city.
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandit.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Here she is. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jay?
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Camp.
Victor says you told him no, that there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just... You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest cat. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war...
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is... And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure... If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if...
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briars.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat great with time. They may...
Time no longer appears to...
I take it your scouts found the...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scout. All of...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole...
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say...
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come so far.
I'll take that one.
Pero si no lo doy a nadie.
It's all yours.
Si viene corriendo el tercero. Mierda, me he equivocado. Tengo poca vida, probablemente muera.
They mean to overwhelm us. Get 'em. Get him!
Mierda, he pensado, ¿qué me va a hacer perder menos el tiempo? ¿Ir a la ciudad por pociones? ¿Cargar el último guardado automático? No me da la opción de reintentarlo. Qué putada. Es la primera vez que muero en un combate Corki. Espérate, y cargar, pero no tengo pociones. Me acaban de joder. Mi plan ha salido mal. No me lo paso, me toca ir a la ciudad por pociones de verdad. Yo creo que me tengo que dejar morir para ir a proporciones ahora. Pero es que también entre ciudad y ciudad me podrían haber curado, ¿no? O sea, ¿cómo me cura? La verdad es que preguntarme eso a las 30 horas de juego es un poco... También, no sé, nunca me lo había planteado. Ah, muero aquí. Ya me acuerdo de esto, que por culo me daban. Tengo que ir a por pociones. Es triste, pero cierto. Y me tengo que curar. Es que ¿dónde coño me cura? ¿Y dónde coño hay una tienda? Mucha misión secundaria, pero no aparece dónde coño hay una puta tienda. Digo, tal, no paso por la guarida por pociones porque creo que muriendo me resetean. Muriendo me resetean los cojones. No me aparece la opción de reintentar en ningún lado. Ah, me toca... Es que vaya puta mierda de juego, tío. En todas las Final Fantasy, sitio al que vas, sitio que nueva ciudad, pues nuevas armas, pociones, está la posada. Tío, aquí en este juego te dan por el puto culo, tío. Tú ponte que te quedas sin dinero. Es que porque el dinero es meme y he comprado 4 veces pociones. Pero vaya puta tela, tío. Es que vaya putísima tela, tío. Es que me he cabreado mucho, ¿eh? Me he cabreado muchísimo. Y luego todas estas mierdas no valen para nada. Y luego todas estas mierdas no valen para nada. Me cuesta 800 esto. Y esto me cuesta 1200, que no es dinero, ¿sabes? Tengo 70.000. Pero tú ponte que te quedas sin dinero. Aquí no hay una posada en este juego. Voy a ver si puedo mejorar el arma de paso. Es que vaya tela, tío. Me chino, ¿eh? Y me toca comerme las pociones porque no hay una posada. Y no puedo descansar en ningún lado. 225. No me las podrías ordenar por 270, ojo. Ultiolítica. Uf. Ultiolítica, la Lucidor. Ultiolítica, y a saber dónde mierda es la ultiolítica.
Anything else?
¿Y dónde coño duermo? ¿Qué me toca? Tomarme las pociones, tío, de verdad. No puedo tomarme pociones, tío. No puedo tomarme pociones. Vaya puta tierra. Y me acabo de dar cuenta de esto a las pinturas del juego, también te digo, pero lo reintentares. No puedo usar este objeto. Ah, vale, al haber pasado por la guarida me curo. O sea, voy de la fonda al Ubor y no me curan. Paso por la guarida y me curan. Vaya puta tela, tío. Vaya puta tela. Me cabreo, tío, me cabreo. O sea, voy de un punto azul a otro punto azul y no me curan. Paso por la guarida y me curan. Pues ok, tío, ok.
The women folk have come to
I'll take that one.
No le da a nadie, tío, por rango. Madre mía. ¿Qué mierda tengo, tío?
They mean to overwhelm us. This one. Over here. Get him.
¿Solo queda este?
This one. Sick 'em. This one. Pull your sword off.
Que los me he tomado ultra pociones que no... This one. Get one. Ay, me baja muy, está rotísimo. Ay, me he tomado dos ultra pociones, una que no debía, tal, pero bueno, o sea, la diferencia es grande. Entre que te curen y no te curen, y entre tener pociones y no tenerlas. Sí es cierto que el juego tiene partes difíciles de... Tienes que derrotar oleadas de enemigos y llegar al boss. Y para cuando llegas al boss, si no te lo has montado bien, no vas a tener pociones. Porque el mapa te habrá dado pocas. O sea, el recorrido hasta llegar al boss te habrá dado pocas pociones. O cuando las utilizas y cuando no. Eso sí es cierto que el tener una limitación de no 99 pociones, que para un combate son muchas, sino tener 3 que para un combate a lo mejor son pocas, es cierto que aumenta la dificultad. Pero es que teniendo en cuenta que el combate es totalmente diferente, que ya no es por turnos, que es de acción, desde el 12, pues ya me estás tocando los huevos, ¿sabes? O sea, es como si el Pokémon y el Palworld en que se parecen, en nada. A lo mejor es la fisonomía del modelaje de los personajes, pero lo que es el combate no se parece en nada. Pues Final Fantasy, para ser un Final Fantasy entre el 1 y el 16, ¿en qué se parece? En nada. A lo mejor va de caballeros y brujas, pero lo que es el esto no se parece en nada.
Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
Pity. The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty...
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united. As for you, Sid, you fight.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Adama, ¿no? Ahora queda. Adama era el de... más de esta galáctica. Bueno, tendría que haber pasado por pociones y tal, ahora que lo pienso.
First we find Isabel.
¿Cuántas potis tengo? Ah, voy a la guarida. Sí he gastado. A lo mejor si hago todas las side quests tendría un arma mejor o armadura mejor, no lo sé.
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Tus ultra pociones.
It'd better all be here.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall won't stop them.
¿Cómo coño entra ahí?
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
I can't do it.
But you can. You must.
The Lord.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures.
With the blue eyes. Yes, they've taken so many.
Akashic.
And what of your mistress? Is she...
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask.
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave. The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the...
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's what more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale, and protect them I shall.
Because in case you have forgotten, the people of this town are but more than that. They are your sisters. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here. It's all we have.
What we have left is our life.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cut. I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't...
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to... What we need to consider is where the way the survivors speak of them, one would... And perhaps they did.
That thing, it took off the captain's head.
Did you see the creature?
Creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went...
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme.
It's all right. It's all right. Give me your arm.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so... And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
You're safe, sorry, darling. I truly am.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me! Titan! Go, Tor! Over here! Go, Tor! Get him!
Should I prime?
Save your strength. Go, Tor! All yours, Torgal! This one. Get him!
you're finished.
Bajamos, quita muchísimo, ¿eh? No subo de nivel.
There are always more. You have the towns?
Don't thank us yet. There will be more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes, my lady.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their post.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed him. It's not the most selfless of motives. Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love. Now, if you don't mind.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish, but it has solved one. And that...
Esta ha sido rapidita. No subo de nivel, ¿eh? Ni con las 3 misiones.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Nah, no me voy todavía, me quedo un poco más. Llevo 1 hora solo. Voy a comprar pociones. También he visto en vídeos gente con 4K, con 4 barras de límite. Imagino que a lo mejor también aumentan los huecos de las pociones.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
He perdido dinero haciendo esas misiones.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you had owls from all our friends. How is it you always manage to...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of them?
Let's see. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was gonna happen. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Thank you, Otto.
¿Tu hermano? Ah, Joshua. Es verdad.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
Y llevamos Bahamut, Odín, Fénix, Ifrit, Shiva, Titán, Artema y Ramu.
But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special.
Claro, Clive tiene
Your
5.
abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit, but they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible.
Ah, bueno, y Garuda.
Properly attuned to your
Espérate.
body.
Pues Artema por Garuda. Es Ifrit, Fénix, Bahamut, Ramu, Garuda, Titán, Shiva y Odín.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
Estaba en Camber con Mid.
At the gates of Canver.
Pues vamos a Camber y ya paro, creo. A ver cómo está Mid y tal.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Vamos a Camber. Ah, bueno, para ir a Camber tengo que hacer un viajecito. Uf. Claro, que a lo mejor Camber es esto. Pues esto. Uf. Yo creo que estoy por dejarlo aquí. Y luego sigo y vamos a Camber y vamos a tal.